ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ या देवी स्तूयते नित्यं विबुधैर्वेदपारगैः सा मे वसद्जिह्वाग्रे ब्रह्मरूपा सरस्वती। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। निरञ्जनं नित्यमनन्तरूपं भक्तानुकम्पाधृतविग्रहं वै ईशावतारं परमेशमेड्यं तं रामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामि। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता हि सर्वविद्यास्वरूपान्तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। विवेकजानन्दनिमग्नचित्तं विवेकदानैकविनोदशीलं विवेकभासा कमनीयकान्तिं विवेकिनं तम् अहं नमामि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। In gaining Brahmajnanam, Vedanta Shastram is the Pramanam. Vedanta Shastra reveals Brahma Atma Aikyam. That Aikyam should be understood through Shravanam and should be assimilated after clearing all the doubts and should be internalized through Nididhyasana. Shravanam, Mananam and Nididhyasanam all put together called Jnana Yoga. So entire pursuit is dealing with the Vedanta Shastra Pramana. There is a basic question: how Vedanta Shastra is Pramanam for this knowledge? It is like asking how the Chakshu is the Pramanam. In defining this is the object, this is table, this is cow, this is tree, what is the Pramanam? Pratyaksham. Chakshuhu is the Pramanam. So if a person asks, okay, you are describing all these things nice, but whether the Chakshu is showing the right thing or not, how you know? How the Chakshu is the Pramanam? For Darshanam. For Darshanam of the normal objects in the creation, Chakshuhu is the Pramanam. With regard to form, all our dealings are based on only one Pramanam called Chakshu. So the basic question comes, how you accepted Chakshu as the Pramanam? All our dealings with the sound are based on one idea, one acceptance, that Shravana Indriyam is the Pramanam. All our dealings with tastes, 6 types of tastes are there. All these 6 types of tastes are based on one Pramanam, Rasana Indriya Pramanam. So the basic question is, how you accepted that as Pramanam? This question appears to be a new question, but it is already dealt in our classes. What is the definition for Pramanam? Anadigatam, abadidam, arthavat, jnanakarakam, Pramanam. That which gives you an unique, unnegatable and useful knowledge is called Pramanam. That source of knowledge which gives you unique, unnegatable and useful knowledge. That is the definition for Pramanam. We apply the same definition to Shastram also. Shastra reveals unique, unnegatable and useful knowledge. What are those unique things? Ishvara, Punya, Dharma, Papa, Punarjanma, Swarga, Naraka, Karma Niyati. All these are all unique. Unnegatable. Sense organs cannot negate because they don't have access to these things. So they cannot negate. And is it useful for us or not? Very much useful for us to conduct our life in a dharmic way. Up to this, everyone accepts, more or less. But still, there are some people, even after accepting Veda as the Pramanam with regard to religious life, with regard to Ishvara, still there is a questioner who asks, how you say Vedanta Shabda is the Pramanam for Atma Jnana? Vedanta Shabda is not having any separate existence from Veda Shabda. Vedanta is nothing but Veda. Vedanta is nothing but Veda. You have segregated Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda. Like that, there is nothing mentioned in the Veda. You have segregated some portion, some mantras and declared as Upanishad. And those statements are talking about something which is not at all useful for us. Those statements are talking about Brahman. If I ask what is Brahman, what do you say? You say it is not available for perception. It cannot do any work. Nor it can bless you, nor it can give shapa to you, nor it is karma phala dhata. You are telling about Brahman, what? All types of attributes are absent in Nirguna Brahman. So it is useless Brahman. And you say, by knowing this useless Brahman, you will get the highest utility, called Parama Purusharthaha, Mokshaha. Let it be. By knowing this useless Brahman, you will get the highest benefit. Let it be. My question is, how you know this useless Brahman? Because it is formless, tasteless, orderless, all less only. So how you will get benefit? So Vedanta Shaddas cannot be Pramanam for Brahma Jnanam. Because Brahman cannot be revealed by words. Words can reveal only attributes. Words can reveal only finite things. Words means definition. Car. It is a definition of a running instrument. So car cannot be bus, car cannot be bullock cart, car cannot be a horse cart. So any word will reveal only a finite thing. So how can you say Vedanta reveals infinite? Vedanta is nothing but words. What he says is true. Words cannot reveal Brahman. Not only words cannot reveal Brahman according to the logic. What is the logic here? Words can reveal only finite things. Brahman being infinite, words cannot reveal the infinite. It is logic, very logical. Not only that, very Veda says Brahman cannot be revealed. In Veda itself it is there. Yato vacho nivartante apraapya manasa saha. Veda itself says, or your Vedanta itself says. This statement comes in Vedanta only, in Upanishad only, Taittiriya Upanishad. If you say, no, somewhere else it could have wrongly told. No, all the Vedas say, all the Upanishads says. How many quotation you want? Na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vag gacchati, no manaha, na vidmaha, na vijanimaha. Kena Upanishad. Vak cannot reveal. Words cannot reveal. And you have a story based on this Tattvam. What is that? Arunachala Ishvara story. Brahma and Vishnu went to find out the infinite Shiva. One went up, one went down. Brahma represents the Vak Shakti. Vishnu represents Mano Shakti, meditation. He goes inside. Brahma goes outside. Vishnu goes inside. One is Vak Shakti, another is Mano Shakti, meditation. So it is not available either for meditation or for Nirvikalpa Samadhi or for Vak also. And you are giving big lecture for only one word, 66 hours. And now you are telling that after gaining that qualification, let us enter into the Brahma Jignasa, you are telling. After Atha, after gaining Sadhana Chaturshi Sampatti, let us enter into the Brahma Jignasa, you are telling. Okay, with all effort I gained, and finally this has become Bhusvanam. Vedanta Shabda itself cannot reveal Brahman. Shabda pravritti nimittani abhavad Vedanta Shabdaha na pramanam Brahma Jnana Vishaye. This is the logical statement. Shabda pravritti nimittani is not there. Anything to reveal that prameya vastu, the object of revelation, should come under any of these 5 items. If you have forgotten, I will tell what are all those 5 items. The Purvapakshi says to Vedanti. Rudihi, Jatihi, Gunaha, Karmaha, Sambandhaha. Rudihi means it should be prasiddha vastu. It should be available for perception and should be prasiddha vastu with all. Then only you can name it so and so. Pratyaksha Vishayatvam, available for all, for perception. Then the society agrees to name that entity with one particular name. It's a mutual agreement in a particular society, in a particular language. Gauhu. In Sanskrit only, that name is available. In English, cow. In Tamil, Pasu. So, Pasu when you say, Gauhu when you say, there must be an animal specific should be available for perception. Then only you can have general agreement among your community. Let us all call this particular animal as cow. Correct? So cow cannot be donkey, cow cannot be monkey, cow cannot be buffalo. So there is a finitude with regard to attributes, and that finitude is available for perception. Then only you can say, this is the form which can be called as so and so. After perception, naming happens. Then only you can say, I saw cow, I am seeing cow. Even though the cow is not available when you talk, the person understands what you say. I saw cow. So, Rudihi is very important. First condition. Next, Jatihi. Jatihi. A thing can be revealed by referring its species. Same cow. It is bulky Jersey cow, suppose. You never saw. Suddenly it is imported from German. Then your village people ask, what is this? Such a bulky wala, gundu gunda irukudhu. Such a bulky fellow, who is that? Cow. This belongs to this category. There are many members in the society, in the group. Referring one, you can reveal another. There is a cow in Denmark. This is the Denmark cow. Suppose if I say there is a cow in Denmark, what do you understand? So like this animal, there also is there. You don't know what is Denmark? Now you are seeing Denmark cow. So you understand the statement, Denmark cow, by relating with that species with the Denmark place. Because you know cow is an animal. So by mentioning one member of the group, you reveal another member. Third nimittam is gunaha. By mentioning the property of that entity, you can reveal that entity. Blue cloth. Blueness is the gunaha, property. So you understand this is blue and that is cloth. You join together, blue cloth. So cloth you already experienced by Rudy. And it has come in Jati also, group also. So many cloths are there. Which cloth? Blue cloth. So bring that blue cloth. So child goes and brings that. Fourth nimittam is karmaha. By mentioning the function of that entity, you can reveal that entity. Call that driver. Call that driver. So driving is a function. Driver is a human being, one who does the driving function. So he is my driver. He is my cook. He is my maid servant. All are functions. By mentioning the functioning of an individual, you can reveal that individual. Then fifth nimittam is sambandha. Sambandha. He is my grandfather. You show a photograph and say, he is my grandfather. Person also, one who hears Oh, ho. He says, oh, ho means what? I understood. How? Because he has not seen your grandfather. Only photo is shown. People understand by relationship. That person is revealed through relationship. What is the relationship there? Between me and grandfather? Karya Karana Sambandha. I am the Karya, he is the Karanam of my Karanam. Father, when I say he is Karanam, I am Karyam. Grandfather, he is the Karanam of my Karanam. Bring that pen which is on the table. So child goes and brings that pen. On the table. Table is Adhara, pen is Adheya. Adhara, Adheya, Sambandha. Whatever is there on the table, bring that. Adhara, Adheya, Sambandha. So these are all 5 nimittanis. A thing which is revealed by words should come in any of these, at least one. It can come under 2 or 3 nimittas or all the nimittas. At least one nimitta should be there to reveal that thing. Unfortunately, Brahman doesn't come any of these 5 nimittas. So how can you say that? Words reveal Vedanta, words reveal Brahman. Rudihi nasti pratyaksha agocharatvat sarvendriya agocharatvat rudihi nasti. It is not available for everyone to recognize. So rudihi nasti. Jatihi nasti ekatvat. You say only one Brahman. If you say at least many Brahmans, okay, this Brahman may not be, that Brahman may be. Or this also Brahman. Like this also is a cow. This is also a cow which is in Denmark. Like that. This also is Brahman which is in Viluppuram. So it's not the member of any jati. There is no group at all. Single. Ekatvat. Gunaha nasti. You cannot reveal it by mentioning about properties, because you yourself told it is a nirgunam. Nirgunatvat, you cannot reveal through guna. Kriya nasti, it cannot act, because akandam, sarvagadam, cannot do any action. Action means movement. Movement means there must be a space in which it is not there. Walking is a movement. Okay. To walk, I should be different from space. There must be some space to walk. The space is different from me. It should not cover me. Correct? So karma, kriya, nasti, nishkriyatvat, it cannot do any action because akhandatvat. Sambandha nasti, advitiyatvat, asangatvat, you only told. There is no second entity at all. Where is the sambandha? Grandfather Brahman, grandchild Brahman, you cannot say that. Therefore, Brahman cannot be revealed through words. Therefore, Vedanta Pramanam cannot function as the Pramanam for Brahma Jnanam. This is the Purva Paksha which is raised by Bhagavan Shankaracharya in Mandukya Upanishad Bhashya. See, the Purva Paksha, how much validated Purva Paksha? The doubter is so powerful doubter, na? He is putting axe on the root of the tree. Understood? Vedanta is fallen means the entire Moksha Marga is fallen. All sadhanas are fallen. So he brings out this Purva Paksha, which is very validated one, and he answers this Purva Paksha also. How much our elders are thoughtful people. This type of thinking is not possible for any person. When you ask the same question to the scientists about the Pratyaksha Pramanam, they were bewildered. If you ask the scientist, how you consider eyes are the Pramanam for your experiments? Because whatever you experiment, based on your eyes, or ears, or touch, or smell, or taste. How you prove the sense organs are validated as Pramana? They don't have answer. They told we have accepted and kept a paradigm. Within this paradigm only we can work. We have accepted they are umpires, 5 umpires. Then only we can play. If we ask how they are umpire, I don't have any answer to say. Understood? In football, 5 umpires are there. Main umpire will be running inside the ground. Side umpires, 2 fellows will be going on. Only they will not enter the ground. They will not enter the ground. They will be outside the ground but running, because whether to know what is the cross, whether ball has crossed the line or not. Side umpire they are called. Then third umpire, 2 fellows will be sitting in front of the camera. Any doubt means they will give. Like that, 5 umpires were agreed, sir. Anyone who agrees 5 umpire, then only they can be allowed to play. If you ask the validity of the umpire, I don't have any answer. So scientist doesn't have any answer. How Pratyaksham is Pramanam for your scientific revelations. They say if you agree Pratyaksham is Pramanam, then only we will work. That's called paradigm, framework. Here we are questioning the very paradigm itself. How depth our elders' thinking process, you see. So, Purva Pakshi says, like Pratyaksha Pramanam, Shastram also is useless in finding this useless Brahman. You told Pratyaksham cannot reveal Brahman. I agree. Yes, correct. Because Pratyaksham deals only properties, finitude. Brahman being propertyless, infinite. I agreed. But you say words will reveal. How it is possible? Words also cannot reveal. Either local people's words, or Rishi's words, or Bhagavan's words. Anybody's words cannot reveal. Whether it is Bhagavan's words. How can Bhagavan reveal without any of these 5 nimittas? Therefore, close your class and go and sleep. Have a maja time, gala time. Unnecessarily, Sunday that too, morning 7 o'clock. Why you are wasting the time? Then Shankaracharya answers. Whatever you told is right. Whatever you told is right. Words can never define the propertyless, the groupless, the infinite Brahman. I bow down to your thinking capacity. Whatever you told is right. Like Pratyaksha Pramanam, Vedanta words also cannot be Pramanam if you go by that rule. He adds one statement. If you go by that rule which you have mentioned, what is the rule you mentioned? Shabda pravritti nimittani abhavat. I agree. But I have another rule. I have another rule. I need not go by your rule. I have another rule, which is not covered in your rule. That is why I say Vedanta should not be studied by oneself. Only Guru Vakya, through Guru Mukha, only Vedanta will work. Only Guru Mukha, Vedanta Shravanam will work. Not by reading any book, not by hearing any lectures. You must bow down to one individual as your ultimate source of knowledge. You must bow down to that individual, renouncing everything. Then only my method will work, and my method work with millions of people till date, and for eternity it will work. Not only Brahman, you can use these 4 methods to reveal anything. You have listed only 5. I will list another 4, which is not included in you. That is a superior knowledge, thinking capacity. Then Purvapakshi got little humbled because he is after the knowledge. Okay. When a person comes with all pride because of his higher thinking capacity, if he finds that another person is there to counter his thinking capacity with higher thinking capacity, then naturally being an honest person, he bows down. Yes, please tell how Vedanta reveals the useless, propertyless Brahman. Shankaracharya says, by 4 methods, Vedanta reveals. You told 5 nimittanis require. It should fulfill all these criteria you told. None of these things are fulfilled by Prameya Vastu Brahman. But still Brahman can be revealed by Vedanta Pramanam by adopting 4 methods. First method is Mithya Guna Adhyaropa Dwara. Blue sky, blue ocean, rising sun, setting sun. You use these words or not? Where is the sky for perception? Please tell. Sky is not available for perception. You cannot perceive sky. You can infer the sky, that's all. Space cannot be perceived. All scientists agreed that. Space cannot be perceived. And you say blue sky. Blueness also not there. The very sky is not available for perception. But you say sky is blue. Cow is white. That is okay. Cow is black. Okay. Cow also visible. Blackness also visible. Sky is blue. When you say, where is the sky? And you show upper direction. Which is upper, which is down? Please tell. In this cosmos, which is up, which is down? Which is right or which is left? Which is below, which is above? And where is the blueness for sky? So, mithya aropita gunaha. Aropita gunaha, but mithya gunaha, not actual gunam it is. Mithya means what? Perceptional. Eyes show that it is blue. Even though sky doesn't have any color, even though sky cannot be perceived by eyes show something called blue sky. Understand? Even though sun doesn't rise at all, you use the word sunrise, 6 o'clock, sunset, 6 p.m. How you use? People understand that statement. Similarly, I also can use one word, Sakshitvam. Brahman is Nitya Sakshi. When I say Brahman is Nitya Sakshi, eternal witness of what is the question? Of Mithya Jagat. Jagat is Mithya. There is nothing called Jagat as an entity. Like there is nothing called car. It is a combination of so many items. Each item has one name. Suppose I ask, what is car? Car is something having 4 wheels, a steering, brake, clutches, seat, and petrol tank, and a roof, which runs. I say, all right, you bring all separate spare parts, put it everything, burn. No. It should be assembled in a proper way, then only it will run. Otherwise, it will burn. Understood? So, it's an assemblage. Similarly, anything in the creation is an assemblage. Anything in the, including atom, it's an assemblage. What do you call by atom? It is an assemblage of subatomic particles. So there is nothing called Jagat. Like there is nothing called car. Understood? Anything is an assemblage. And that assemblage is named as car. Human being. Human being also assemblage. What is human being? A head, pumpkin with 2 windows, 1 door, 1 chimney, having a structure, walking structure, like that. All put together. Anything in the creation is nothing but put together in an intelligent way. All spare parts are put together in an intelligent way. Understand? That if the intelligence is absent, the spare parts will rotten. Whether it is car spare parts or body spare parts, it will rust and rot. So entire creation is nothing but an assemblage. Therefore, it doesn't exist at all. Therefore, it is apparent. Therefore, it is mithya. Jagat mithya. What I told? Jagat mithya. What is the meaning? There is nothing called Jagat at all, but available for appearance and transaction. There is nothing called car at all. Available for transaction. 8th floor flat in an apartment. What is that? My house is on the 8th floor, Swamiji. 8th floor? Let me go and see. So what you call his house is an appearance. Available for transaction, nothing but space, because the wall you mentioned, right side wall belong to left side fellow. Left side wall belong to right side fellow. Your terrace is somebody's ground. Your ground is somebody's terrace. Understood? Available for transaction can be given a name, but it doesn't exist. Entire creation comes into this category. To such a non-existent entity, Brahman is the witness. So I revealed something. What I revealed? The Brahman doesn't join this non-existent entity. Correct? Brahman doesn't included in Jagat. It is different. Sakshitvam is an attribute of Atma. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Kshetrajnayo jnanam yatta jnanam matam mama. Kshetram, body. Kshetrajnaha, witness. Knower of this kshetram. That means what? Knower of the kshetram is different from kshetram. Kshetram is jadam. Knower of the kshetram cannot be jadam. Knower of the kshetram, non-jadam. You got some idea or not? So, mithya guna adhyaropita dwara brahmanaha prakashitvam. Second method is tatastha lakshana dwara. Tatastha lakshana. Everything in the creation will have Swarupa Lakshanam and Tatastha Lakshana. Swarupa Lakshana means intrinsic nature. Tatastha Lakshana means incidental nature. Coffee. Dravatvam is Swarupam. Ushnatvam is Tatastha. You cannot imagine solid coffee, but you can have cold coffee. So, liquidity is the intrinsic nature. Being hot or cold is incidental nature. Understood? Similarly, Brahman also has 2 lakshanas. Swarupa lakshanam, satyam, jnanam, anantam, brahma. This is Swarupa lakshana. Yato va imani jayante, ye na jata nijivanti, yat prayantyam abhisham vishanti. Janmadhyasya yatonvayat itarataschatvesha bhignaswarat. One from whom this entire creation has come, by whom it is sustained, into which it resolved. When Jagat product itself is mithya, you are talking about protection of mithya. Is there? So it is called tatastham. It doesn't always with the Brahman. It is loosely hanging on Brahman. Without Brahman, this Jagat cannot be there. Without Jagat, Brahman can be there. In Chandigarh, all houses will be same type, All streets will be same. They call it planned city, useless city. No variety at all. And people who goes first time will really get confusion. Whether this street or that street. Whether this house or that house. Suppose you have gone there, all are same type, same color painting, and you ask a person, so-and-so's house where it is. So in that street only that person also lives. How to make you to understand that house is after 4 or 5 house. Suppose if he shows that house, which house? Same color. So some distinction must be there, By the time a crow has come and sat on that particular house. This fellow, that crow sits in that house. So what is the connection between crow and the house? Tatastham. It is called tatastham. You understood what is the meaning of tatastham? Incidental association. Tatastham means incidental association. By mentioning the incidental association, you can reveal a thing. Like you have revealed the house. See, my rule applies for you also. For worldly purpose also. Not only for Brahman. Not only for Brahman. Like blue sky I told. Rising sun. That is mithya guna aropitam. Second one is tatastha lakshana aropitam. You attach that and remove it. So Jagat Karanam Brahma. When I say there is Jagat, it's problematic. He is the owner of the car. When I say owner, you understand. Of the car also you understand. Which part of the car he is owner if you ask? What you will tell? Sir, he is owner of the whole car. No, whole car, okay. Where is the car? I don't see car. I see steering, I see seat, I see wheel, I see the roof. I don't see car. Suppose somebody says, "Ayyo, karile vandutta." He is the owner of the car. When somebody says, you understand. Even though there is nothing called car. There is nothing called ownership of the car. Owner of the car is manufacturer of the car. Or actually owner of the car is Bhumi. From Bhumi only everything has come. Actual owner is Bhumi. Suppose if you argue like that, then that fellow, Swamiji, okay. Similarly here also, Jagat Karana, very Jagat itself is apparent. And you put the Karanatvam, that is called like Tatastha Lakshana. Then third one is, by mentioning non-existing property. Lakshana abhava dwara. Third method is, you can reveal something by mentioning non-existing property. Bring that empty glass. Emptiness is non-existence. Emptiness is not a bhava padartha. Absence of bhava is called emptiness. Correct? Absence of water is called emptiness. Correct? So, emptiness is not a positive property. It is absence of the positive property. Fullness is the property. Emptiness is absence of fullness. So, you define a glass with absence of property. You define an empty glass with absence of a property called fullness. There are so many glasses with cool drinks. One glass is there without that. What do you say? Bring that empty glass. People understand. Na? What do you mean by empty? Suppose the child asks. What will tell? A glass in which there is no juice. Okay, juice may not be there. Air is there, na? Space is there. How can you say that it is empty? Suppose the child asks. Please go and ask the scientist. You will tell. Now you bring empty glass for utility. Understood? Because the coffee is very hot. I need a glass to make cold and drink. This is not the time for metaphysical questions. Please go and bring that empty glass. You say, no? People understand. So emptiness. My Acharya Swamiji used to say, he is a bald man. He likes always the bald head people. He is a bald man. What do you mean by bald? There is nothing called baldness. Absence of hair on the head is called baldness. People understand when someone says he is a bald man. Call that bald man, not bold man. Bald man. So baldness is not an attribute. Baldness is nothing but absence of positive attribute called hair. Similarly, Brahman also can be revealed by mentioning the absence of any property. Nirgunam, Nishkalam, Nishkriyam. All ni is there, na? Nirgunam, Gunarahitam. Anantam, na antam. All these words are there with regard to revelation of Brahman. Nirakaram, Nirasam, Nishpapam, Amrutyuhu. You understand or not? How you understand? Absence of that property, you understand. All negations points out the absence of attributes. So through them you can reveal anything including Brahman. These are all talking about Brahman by connecting the Brahman with another things. Understood? The fourth method is you don't talk about Brahman at all. Then fourth method is by implication. There are two children. A mother comes and says to you, my elder son is smart. Then younger son becomes like this. Why? Because younger son understood. I am not smart. You mentioned about elder son only. You never mentioned anything about younger son. But younger son got the message. That's called implication. 3 people were there. Coffee is kept. One person went to restroom and came back. By the time all the 3 glasses of coffee is over, the fellow asked, who has taken this? Balance 2 were there. One fellow says, I did not take. That means what? He told, I did not take. You understood, oh, you take? Okay. By implication. You understand certain things by implying. Are you going to market? You ask a person who is going to go by bike. Then that fellow says, please come, I will drop you in market. You asked, are you going to market? And he says, I will drop you. What he understood? He understood that you want to go to market. Understood? So by implication, by indirect communication. Understood? So he is not the person who did this crime. That means what? Another person did the crime. So without talking about consciousness and Brahman, you talk about Brahman. That is called Maunam Vyakya. You don't touch Brahman at all. You don't talk about Brahman at all. But still you talk about Brahman. You don't talk about the second child at all. You talked about first child only, but you talked about second child. Implications. So Vedanta says, this is not Brahman. Jagat is not Nityam. What do you understand? There is something other than Jagat as Nityam. This is called Monovakya, not physical silence. By indication, you make them to understand. What is the indication Dakshinamurti did? Jnana Mudra is the indication. They were so much trained in Vedanta Shabda and they know the meaning of this mudra. They understood which finger stands for which idea in Vedanta. The same mudra can be for snuff taking also. Mookupadi podradhu kuda indha mudra da. But same mudra can be for revelation of highest Tattvamasi. So all the three fingers stands for Stula, Sukshma, Karna, Shariram. This index finger stands for the eye, the small eye, which is connected with these three Shariram. As long as it is connected with the three Shariram, it will be receiving lot of panchas. And you disconnect that eye, small eye, connect with the big eye, Brahman, you become full. All these are all told by one signal. If you want to know the validity of signal, you have to hear the news which is meant for deaf and dumb. If you see, news will be going on. Many words, many statements they will be telling the newsreader. One fellow next to that newsreader will be doing like this. Security guards, Z plus security guards are there, na? They have their own signal to protect their master. By fingers they will do some signal because it is already trained. Similarly, you talk without talking. You talk about Brahman without talking about Brahman, but you talk about non-Brahman. Understood? Anyadeva tad viditat aviditat adhi. Upanishad says. Tad Brahma anyadeva. It is not known entity or knowable entity. It is not known entity or unknown entity. The knower is not known entity. The knower is not unknown entity. The knower is not knowable entity also. In future also, you cannot know it. That's called knowable. In past, if you have experienced, known. Not that you can say, I don't know at all. You got the point? Anya devatad viditat atho aviditat. Purva Pakshi quoted from Kena Upanishad. Na tatra chakshur gacchati. Na. Next mantra, you read this next. Next mantra is this. Anya devatad viditat atho aviditat adhi. So, by using all these methods, Vedanta successfully reveals Brahma Tattva. Not halfway. You cannot avoid getting knowledge. You may be confused with regard to other methods of knowing. Suppose I say there is a galaxy full of stars, each star is sun, like there's something. Swamiji, mind is rotating, you say. So you are not able to conceive even. If you want to know the limitation of your thinking capacity, please study astronomy. You will understand, it is not for us like that. Very difficult it is. And it is expanding also, they are telling. How they understand, how only Bhagavan knows. But they, by calculation, mathematical calculation, they are telling. It is expanding. Anyhow, so Siddhanta Madam is what? Vedanta Vakyani Brahma Adhigame Pramanam eva Shabda Pravritti Nimittani Abhavat api. Even if it doesn't fulfill the Shabda Pravritti Nimittani, it can reveal the Brahman by other methods. Mithya Guna Aropa Dwara, Tatastha Lakshana Dwara, Lakshana abhava dwara lakshana vritti dwara Vedanta Shastram Pramanam eva. Vedanta Shastra Vakyani Brahma Adhikame Pramanam eva. Anadigade Avadide Arthavade Jnana Karakatva. Then Puru Bhukshi is not an ordinary person. He comes with one more question. Okay, in special way, words can reveal something which are not having whatever I mentioned, 5 nimittas. I understand. I accept that. But they are not knowledge. They can indicate certain thing. That knowledge is completed only when it is available for perception. What the Vedanta Shabda reveal is for understanding, but not for knowledge. So therefore, one should gain direct vision of Brahman, face to face. Brahma Anubhuti is required. Brahma Jnanam it may give. It may give Brahma Jnanam. But Brahma Jnanam is not completed as long as Anubhuti doesn't happen. So knowing snow-clad Badrinath is Jnanam. But perception, snow-clad Badrinath is Anubhuti. You understand? So there is a gap between knowledge and actual perception. Therefore, I agree Vedanta Shabda can reveal Brahman. It can give Brahma Jnanam, like Swarga Jnanam. You understand there is a Swarga, that's all. That doesn't mean that you have Swarga Anubhuti, Swarga Sukha Anubhuti. You understand this is milk. That doesn't mean that you enjoyed that milk. What he is going to tell is, Vedanta can give only Brahma Jnanam. It cannot give Brahma Anubhuti. Shankaracharya says, yes, only it can give Brahma Jnanam. I never told Vedanta gives Brahma Anubhuti. I never told. Then how you say that the person becomes Brahmaiva Bhavati? Brahma Vide, Brahmaiva Bhavati. How can you say? Come next week. In between little bit you think, I will answer you. It is a useless Puru Paksha. Every Puru Paksha, when it comes, for us, it's like that. When Shankaracharya answers, like that. That means our mind is not activated for thinking. When Puru Paksha appears as great, what is the sign? We are on the opposite side, not Vedanta side. Understood? Mind has to be prepared and mind has to be purified. Mind has to be devoted to the Satyam. Understood? My Acharya used to say, whenever Purva Paksha appears to be a thought-provoking one, then you are not a thinking person. What a scale, you see. As even the Purva Paksha is told, your mind should tell there is a lacuna in that Purva Paksha. In that argument, there is a problem. You have to find out that. What is the solution, you may not tell. But in his thinking pattern, there is a problem. You have to find out that. Then your mind has become Jignasu mind. And Jignasu mind is only possible only with Sadhana Chatushti Sampatti. A mind with Kama, Krodha, Lobha cannot be a Jignasu mind. That is why Vedanta prescribes all preparations. Take any Janmas, even if it is 1,000 Janmas. No problem. I will wait. Vedanta is not going to get destroyed. As long as Srishti is there, this knowledge will be there. This is the only knowledge which validates the entire existence of universe. Whole universe and living beings for what? to know this. Why? Entire creation doesn't exist for creation itself. It is for a conscious entity. Creation is Jadam. Jadam is available for conscious entity. Who is that conscious entity? One who has the capacity to know that I am conscious entity. Understood? So entire Srishti is validated on this statement, Tattvamasi. If Tattvamasi is not revealed to the Srishti, Srishti is useless. And Srishti Karta also is useless. Understood? So that is the conviction of a Jignasu. Not because of arrogance, not because of what you call fanaticism. What he says, he means that. After understanding only, he asserts that. This is the truth, my dear. If you want, I will tell loudly, or if you want, I will tell silently also. This is the truth. This is the truth. We will see in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sad Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
चलते अहितोपनिषद कथिता